Ready?
Yeah.
Hey guys! So today's video, we're going to do the Would You Rather BookTube edition tag.
Woot woot.
Woot woot. So I've seen this tag floating around on BookTube and it looks like a lot of fun, so we're gonna do it. Simple as that. There are 10 questions. 10 questions.
10.
Not 20, 10. 10. 10.
10.
Not 20. 10 questions that we are going to answer, and they are all book related. So let's get to it. Question 1. Read only trilogies or standalones?
Both.
Both?
Yeah,
it's like, would you rather though?
Yeah, but seriously, I like both trilogies and standalones, but if I had to pick one, oh god, what would I pick?
I would pick standalones because while trilogies are kind of awesome in their own way,
They can get a little repetitive and boring at
a
times.
little bit, and then you're only stuck with like those stories. Whereas you can knock out like so many standalones and have all that story, and yeah.
Yeah, I actually kind of agree with that, yeah. If you have the trilogies, that's all you're going to have for the rest of your life. It's going to get really repetitive and boring, like I said. So, standalones, you have many different stories you could go back to. So yeah, I would pick standalones.
Plus, I was looking at my bookshelf, and most of the books I have on it are standalones. I do have some series, but I would go standalones.
Yeah, standalones. Okay, number 2. Read only female or male authors.
See, I don't pay attention to the author.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't pay attention to the author when I'm reading it, or when I'm looking at it.
I mean, I really don't pay attention to the authors, so...
The only time I ever pay attention to the author is if it's J.K. Rowling, John Green...
Chris Colfer. Laurel K. Hamilton.
Sarah Dessen. Like, you know, authors that I have a lot of books of.
Yeah.
So, I would like to think that I read more male authors than I do female authors, but at the same time, it's like I can mention more female authors than male authors.
Just, yeah. So, yeah, we just really don't pay attention to the authors.
Question 3. Shop at Barnes & Noble or Amazon?
Books A Million.
Books A Million. Borders, but Borders disappeared.
Let's take a moment of silence for Borders.
Goodbye, Borders.
Goodbye.
I miss you so much.
But yes, I'm not a big fan of Barnes & Noble because they are too expensive. Books A Million, they have a lot more bargain books, and just a lot of books in general are cheaper.
That, and I don't know if it's just our Barnes & Noble, but our Barnes & Noble, the customer service isn't that great.
Yeah, I mean, there's this one guy who's really helpful, but...
He's great, but everybody else kind of...
But the workers at Books A Million has been fantastic with us.
So if I had to choose between Amazon and Barnes & Noble, I would choose Barnes & Noble because
Yeah.
I like to go and look through the books rather than just looking online.
Yeah, it's better to be physically present inside the bookstore instead of just on your computer.
So let's change this question to bookstore or Amazon. Bookstore.
Use bookstores. Number 4. All books become movies or TV shows?
Movies, because I really don't know many books that have become TV shows that I have watched.
But a series of unfortunate events will become to Netflix, so I am pretty stoked about that.
That's exciting. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah,
So books that have become shows, True Blood, I love True Blood, I never read the books. Game of Thrones, I've started watching, I haven't read the books. Yeah, Pretty Little Liars, haven't read the books. So the shows that are based off books, I haven't read them. So
Yeah,
I
kinda
feel like I
same
watch
here.
more movies that have been books than I do
So definitely,
TV shows.
definitely movies.
Question 5. Read 5 pages a day or 5 books a week? That's easy, 5 books a week, because I don't read 5 books a week anyway, and 5 pages a day is kind of torture.
What she said. Number 6. Be a professional reviewer or author? Reviewer.
Reviewer, because I don't have writing skills.
I have writing skills. I am a theater critic as well. So, yeah, I would definitely love the chance to critique books professionally. Like I said, I'm a professional writer. I work for a LGBT magazine called Vital Voice. So, yeah, that little shout out there. Yeah, I would rather be a professional reviewer. Writing a book, yeah, I can't really write a book.
It would be cool to see
Yeah,
your
I mean-
name on the shelves.
Yeah, I mean, I could do journalism work, but as in fiction and poetry, I took creative writing classes, and, like, this is not my knack. So, my professional writing is journalistic. Clear that up.
I majored in psychology. Question 7. Only read your top 20 favorite books over and over and over, or always read new ones that you haven't read before?
New ones.
New ones, because although I like rereading some of my favorite books, I don't reread books often.
There's only a couple books I have actually ever reread.
Yeah.
I like the new books. I like the new adventures. So yeah.
Plus, as long as your favorite authors are still writing, you're gonna get new stories from the
Exactly.
favorite authors. So yeah.
Number 8. Be a librarian or a bookseller.
I'd have to go with
don't know.
bookseller, even though like I wanted to be a librarian when I was little. But thinking about it, like being a librarian, libraries make me sad. Because it's just like all the lonely books that aren't getting love. And if you go into a library and you look through books, some of the books have dog-eared pages.
Oh, for God's sake.
And it's just, they're not loved. Even though I do occasionally get books from the library, I think I would rather prefer to be a bookseller and see people like us come in and be excited to buy, 10 new books.
Okay.
That's my spiel for the day.
I would rather be a bookseller just because I think it would be more entertaining and more fun than being a librarian.
That too.
Okay.
Number 9. Read your favorite genre or every genre except your favorite.
Ooh.
See, I'm not answering this question because I don't know what my favorite genre would be.
My favorite genre is all around the board. I like many genres, so...
I guess I would have to read my every genre except your favorite, because I guess technically I don't have a favorite genre. I mean, I don't know. I read a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, well, if you technically don't have a favorite, I guess you could go with read every genre, kind of figure out what your favorite is.
Yeah, but then you have to give up your favorite.
But you don't know what your favorite is.
True. See, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Read all the books.
Read all the books.
Read all the books. Number 10. Only read physical books or ebooks?
Physical.
Okay, so I know a lot of people are probably going to shame me for this, but I am very biased against ebooks, Kindles, Nooks. I won't buy one. I do not want one. You could have it. I don't want one. I want the physical hard copy of a book. I want the physical books. Yes, I know, I'm crazy. I'm a loon. But still, I like to feel the books. I like to touch them, smell them, possibly kiss them every once in a while, which I have done that before. And don't tell me you've never had before, because I know you have. But I'm very biased against ebooks and all the Kindles, and I just don't want them. I mean, yes, technology is the future, but I actually want a physical hard copy in my hand.
I prefer physical books. I do have my e-reader. I do love my e-reader. It has its perks. But if I had to choose, I would go with the physical book. I'm not going to go into it because it's going to take a long while, but Little Book Owl made a wonderful video doing ebook versus physical book, and pretty much everything in it I agree with. So I will link that video in the description below if you want kind of more of what I'm thinking about the differences. But if I had to choose, physical. So that's all we have for the Would You Rather BookTube edition tag.
Yay!
As always, links in the description below for everything.
You know the drill. Follow us, subscribe to us, like us, love us, you know.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you next time. Bye.
What would you pick?
I've been thinking about this question for a while. I would pick standalones because while trilogies are kind of awesome...
Trilogies?
Trilogies. Pretty Little Liars, I love. Haven't read the books. Watched the books. Haven't read the books.
Watched the books?
I haven't watched the books. There you go, plugging again.
Hey, shameless plug. I gotta give my peeps some publicity. But let's get physical.
Physical. Yes.